Hello again, my name's Gabe Zollner. This is the 19th of December 2017. Just caught a little bit of Shepard, you know Shepard Smith on Fox News, and the House of Representatives. They just passed the revised tax bill, and now it has to go over to the Senate. And I saw Paul Ryan with his gavel. You know what he reminds me of? A basset hound. He's got those dopey looking droopy eyes, huh? He's got about a 4.5 pound nose on the end of his face as well, but that's a different story. He might soon become the new vice president. That's, again, something that you might want to take another hard look at. But what I want to talk about is this tax bill. And what it's really come down to is I'm inclined to agree with the Democrats in one particular area. And that is, I do believe that it benefits the very wealthy much more so than the average middle class for a whole lot of reasons. I don't know why they went from, a 36% down to a 20%. I think that's a rather dramatic jump. And the thing that really causes me a lot of consternation is that the loopholes for hedge fund managers are still open. And they tend to make millions upon millions of dollars, and with the loopholes that they have in the tax plan, they don't pay their fair share, not even close. And the benefits that the middle class derive, which I think is pretty minimal, has an expiration date. I think it's 10 years. After 10 years, those tax breaks go away. And the reason they had to do that was to satisfy the long-term projections as far as the economy is concerned. Yet the tax breaks for the wealthy, those that own major corporations, they don't go away. They stay in place. I don't think that's fair. And I don't know why Republicans would sign up for that. They should have held their ground. And if it was a matter of coming up with a little bit more money, then they should take it from the businesses. What's going to happen as soon as this thing passes, if it passes, and it might get signed off this evening, is that those people like from Amazon, Jeff Bezos, he's going to make a killing, as will the CEOs of Google, YouTube, Apple, you name it. All your major corporations are going to make an absolute killing. And don't tell me that they're going to go invest it all back by hiring a whole slew of people. I don't believe that's going to happen. They'll be more competitive by being able to adjust their pricing structures accordingly. But they probably won't do that either because they're too greedy. So the bottom line is that President Trump really didn't come through if this thing passes because of the expiration date. If it didn't have an expiration date, I'd be more inclined to go along with it. But it does have an expiration date. So the only ones that really, again, benefit are the very wealthy. Middle class, 10 years goes by that quick. And they really don't save that much money when you consider that everything else goes up in price. We'll see what happens. Nancy Pelosi says it's the worst legislation that's ever come to the floor. Well, she's wrong. The worst legislation that ever came to the floor is Obamacare. But this tax plan of Trump's ain't all that great either. Like I said, if it didn't have an expiration date, which it does have for the middle class, I'd be more inclined to go along with it. And if I was in the Senate, I probably wouldn't vote yay to pass it. I would want that expiration date removed. And I believe so would the majority of you. We'll see what happens. It might not pass. And if it doesn't pass, watch what happens to the stock market. We'll see. I'll be certain to provide updates as they become available. Thanks for listening.